Hello and welcome back to another episode of Boston College Dynasty here on College Football 26. If this is your first episode of the series for whatever reason, we are here in the college football semis, the Peach Bowl, against the Baylor Bears. Number one team in the nation, 13-1 record, 9-0 in conference play. They were the number one seed for a reason. Just some matters to look at here with the gameplay sliders. I've taken some stuff down. Quarterback accuracy, pass block down to 40, wide receiver catching to 48, run blocking down to 40. Everything that's at 40 was at 45. Everything that's at 48 was at 50, if that makes any sense to you. I also moved the CPU run blocking up to 60, and I think I did change, the speed threshold down to 35. I don't want to win these games easily. My good play calling should only be able to do so much. A team like Miami should not have been as easily upset as we did. And I think, especially because I'm not playing on Heisman, we are playing still on All-American. Heisman would be the next step up. We're not doing that. I know you all know what it's like to play on Heisman. I think just for gameplay for the channel, All-Pro with a little bit of, slider balancing is going to be the best total gameplay. Baylor is led by quarterback Sawyer Robertson. He's an 88 overall, 93 throw power, 92 short accuracy. His deep accuracy is even better than his medium. He threw 37 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards, only 2 interceptions on the year, and he can move too, 361 yards on the ground. He is a solid player. The senior is not the only playmaker on the team. Bryson Washington and Dawson Pendergrass, very, very talented running back room. Even Darnell Skaggs, I would love to have a player like that on our team. Josh Cameron highlights a very good group of receivers. Kobe Prentice is going to be hurt, so Cole Wilson will be filling in for the number 2, and Lewis Brown, the 4th, is going to be probably their slot guy. I don't know, maybe it'll be Cole Wilson in the slot, Brown on the outside. Either way, Kobe Prentice will be missing the game, and they don't have a ton of receiver depth outside of him. Michael Trigg and Matthew Klopfenstein, sick name. Those are their tight ends, though. Their offensive line really isn't that good. Omar Agbedion is their best impact player there. They've got a lot of injuries on this defense. Matthew Fobbs-White is healthy, as is Jackie Marshall and Cooper Lands. Those are their D-line guys. Keaton Thomas and Travion Barnes are their linebackers to make note of. Caden Jenkins, Devin Turner, Kendrick Simpkins, all very, very good safeties. Devin Bobby and DJ Coleman, very good in their own right. That's enough stalling, though. We're going to get right into this game against Baylor. I think they'll just wear their current homes, and we will just wear our all-white aways. We're at the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, folks. This is unfamiliar territory, to say the least. In our first season, winning 2 games in the college football playoff, winning this game means an opportunity to play in the NATTY. We got a real tough matchup today, and we shouldn't take our eyes off Baylor. And here we are. Opening kickoff is moments from being underway, and once again, the good omen of receiving. Every game we've won in the college football playoff, we have received the kickoff to start, and on comes the Boston College offense. They're showing our stats here. Side by side, Baylor's got a slightly better offense, but obviously both, heavy hitters. We command respect. I think that's the best way to explain it. And Detrell, catch 7 to start us off. Jordan McDonald taking his 1 carry of the game. And let's make it a good one, yeah? Oh, my goodness. We made it a great one. McDonald gets all the way to the 49. Gain of 17 on the run. It's genuinely hilarious, though, because, his attributes are so poor. The wear and tear already has done him dirty, but Detrell only gains 2 on that run. 2nd and 8. Wow, that was insane off the edge. Matthew Fobbs-White decks us. 3rd and 15. We're going to get that out to Skeet, and he'll just get us 9. Good punt. That's what we're hoping for. It is no such thing, but they'll take over at the 20. In the backfield, Baylor is looking to start their drive off with a handoff up the gut. Brian Washington gets 13. And they're going to hand it off again. He goes off and gets 5. Baylor starting it off with a couple of good runs. Robertson making some changes. And they're going to get the catch, gain 4. And Robertson goes for the QB sneak and gets it on 3rd down. New set of downs. Robertson handing it off again. Blackwell wraps that up, and Bryson Washington is hurt. Well, that is certainly something, and they're going to have to sub in one of their backup running backs. They run the triple option. McGowan is out there and wraps him up for the gain of 3. 3rd and 6. The quarterback takes it. Robinson, we knew he could run, and he gets the first on his legs. We're going to rush 6 straight up the middle. Somebody's got to get loose, except the running back picks everybody up, and they spin off and get all the way to the 20. 1st and 10. What are we going to see here? Robertson brings him in motion. It's a pitch to him, and we've got a lot of guys there, Thornton being the main one. Thornton is going to be blitzing off the edge here. Sawyer Robertson is going to hand it off. We've got him tackled. All right. Ty Clemens is hurt for us, though. That's no good. That was Bryson Washington on the carry, though, so I guess that injury wasn't too serious. Now we're at 3rd and 7. Robinson floats it right over Blackwell's head, and they are to the 2. Robertson has been making very, very good decisions so far. I mean, you can tell senior quarterback has been around the block before, and Baylor strikes first. Well, Baylor, quick lead into the game. They're going to get the ball at half, too. We have got to get some points on the board before this gets ugly. 1st and 10. We've got the run. Richard's got it. 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Going to get that out for Lewis Bond. Ooh, he got popped. 3rd and 6. We're going to get that underneath Lewis Bond's. Got it, and he's got the first. 1st and 10. We had Franklin the whole way. Should have thrown it way earlier, but we still get 8. 2nd and 2. We're going to send that out to Richard. He's got a screen. Gets the first. 1st and 10. We're going to try and throw that Skeet's way. Doesn't work, though. Final play of the quarter. It's going to be a screen pass, and Detrell's got it. He's got a lot of blocks, too. He gets all the way to the 24, and that's a good way to end the quarter. After 1, Baylor leads 7-0, but we're well on our way to answering. We've got pretty balanced attack from Baylor. They're running and passing equally. We're still trying to get those passing yards. Now we're going to bring Detrell in motion. On the jet sweep, it kind of just acts like a handoff. Loss of 2, though. 2nd and 12. I don't love the play call, but can somebody go? I tried to playmaker somebody. Whatever. I can't believe that didn't work. I was trying to send one of Skeet or, Trell Jones upfield, but whatever. We're just trying to center that for the kick. We are going to just take our 3, throw that right through the uprights, and yeah, we're now down 4. I know we don't love a field goal, and obviously we wanted a lot better than that. I mean, you're a game away from the national championship. You take every set of points that you feel like you can get. That was Pendergrass with the carry, and he's in the backfield again. Sawyer Robertson is looking to run it a lot, and we see why. I mean, oh my God, did he break that again? Oh my God, this guy's not human. Well, KP Price is going to come off the edge here and sack Sawyer Robertson. Not sure, I guess it's a holding call. I mean, I don't know why we would accept a holding call instead of just accepting the 2nd and 13 after the sack. I think they would get a lot more than 7 if we gave them the opportunity on 1st and 20. So, yeah, but whatever. They're going to get into the end zone. So that's sick. The tight end, Michael Trigg, on the sick route, burns us, gets into the end zone, and yeah, now they're up 14-3. Yeah, now we need a touchdown. It's official. Should have got one on the last drive. That's my bad, but, you live and you learn. Nate Johnson gets us to the 20. If we could, we would love to make this the last possession of the half. And Detrell going to get 3. Yeah, the running game, it just shouldn't be as effective as it's been for us. I'm glad to see some realism here. I mean, again, that's a great run from Richard. And if the block's set up, then the block's set up. But we shouldn't be averaging, 7 yards a carry with some scrub backup that we have, right? And then we're not. 2nd and 7. It's just going to be a handoff. Richard doesn't really go anywhere. Changing the plays, Grayson James at the line. And we're going to try and get that into Skeet. Yeesh, he just can't hang on. Well, I'll tell you what, the setting change is definitely affecting us here. I mean, we can't get a lot going. That's another punt. And Baylor is going to take it at the 33. Sawyer Robertson in the backfield, going to take the option, and he's going to get tackled for a gain of 1. We're going to use our Edwin Kalenge on the line. I don't normally do that, and the coverage is not good. Robertson still hasn't thrown an incompletion yet. He has an opportunity to throw his first here. He doesn't. Instead, he completes it for a first down. So Robertson on 1st and 10 throws it again, and we at least wrap up short of the first. Amari Jackson is going to be a blitzer. He could have taken him out if Price didn't get there first. Either way, 3rd and 3. Unclear if they're going to hike this before the 2-minute timeout. It looks like they will not, so still 3rd and 3. Robertson in the backfield. He's going to look to throw. They go outside, and they complete it. Lamar Thornton getting a little tripped up there on the run play. They don't go anywhere, though. 2nd and 10, a minute-ish to go. Robertson steps up in the pocket and avoids Cam Martinez, and he slides underneath Blackwell. And they'll call their first timeout. And Baylor dumps underneath. They don't get the first, which all that does is just allow them to burn even more clock. They're here in the empty, 2nd and goal. I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe throw to the wide-open tight end, and Trigg has his 2nd touchdown of the game, and this is becoming a blowout. I mean, it's really funny what tweaking the settings just even a minor amount will do, but this is exactly what you expect, playing the number 1 team in the nation. Even though Baylor's overall doesn't say that it's some high number, it's clear to everyone that they are the best team in college football this year. We are going to have to just throw this deep and give Bond a chance. He can't come down, though. 15 seconds left in the half. We're going to give it to Richard, and that brings us to 3rd and 3. Will likely end the half, and it does. So in the Peach Bowl, we're down 21-3 at the half, and to make matters even worse, we have to give them the ball. Super balanced attack from Baylor, though. I mean, 100 of each passing and rushing. They're just dominating on all levels. And here we are, 21-3, kicking off. I mean, the bright side is that if we go down 28-3, there is a Boston team in an important playoff game that has done this before. Unfortunately, we don't have a Dante Hightower to make an amazing fumble, strip sack, whatever you want to call it. Jalen Blackwell there's going to wrap up. After the run of 1, 2nd and 9, Robertson identifying the coverage, making a change. Play action, faking it. He's going to go over the middle, and Owen McGowan gets the pick, and he's trying to make a move. He can't get past Sawyer, but he takes it to the 15. 1st and 10. We're going to get that to Reed Harris. He cannot catch it. Didn't run that route well either. 2nd and 10. Oh, Bond had him. Can he sit back and come back to it? What a catch! Lewis Bond is a monster. Hit that dance. Well, quick interception, and the momentum has completely swung. 21-10 now. If we can get one more touchdown without letting Baylor score, I mean, we're going to be looking real pretty, but we'll see if the defense can give us a chance, let us back into this game. If not, obviously our season is over. Good break up there on that down, though, by Blackwell. 2nd and 10, we're going to use our Carter Davis. Wow. I thought Sawyer Robertson was going to break that. Luckily, our defense recognized. 3rd and 9. A stop here would be so huge, and we're not going to get it. In fact, we're going to let them get almost to midfield. Going to keep blitzing Thornton off the edge, even if they know how to deal with it. I don't care. We figured they were going to run a little read option. That's why it goes nowhere. 2nd and 10. After the failed run, they are going to hand it off, and they'll gain about 5. Another huge play here. 3rd and 5. A stop would be amazing. We cannot... Oh, my God. Did Carter Davis just pick that? Carter Davis, still on his feet, gets us to midfield, and back-to-back interceptions set us up beautifully. 1st and 10 now after the interception. Turbo Richard gets a great block, and he's still on his feet. He's to the 27. I'm genuinely shocked. I thought this game was well over. And again, can't count our chickens, but Jaden Skeet gets us another first. Detrell Jones back here. He's a great playmaker. This time only gains 2. Turbo Richard out there. We're going to get another carry. Needed that block for just 2 more seconds. 3rd and 6. Lewis Bond going to be in motion here. Oh, Detrell, we needed that block so badly. Instead, we're going to have to settle for 3. I hope I didn't screw that up. Oh, man, I could have even put it a little more to the right. Thank goodness that goes. Technically, it's now a 1-score game. We'd obviously have to get the 2-point conversion to tie, and we're kicking Baylor back the ball. So likely when we get the ball back, it will not be a 1-score game, especially not with kick returns like that. But we're fighting, we're not going out sad, at least not yet. Robertson back there, he's going to hand it off. We track him down in the backfield. Hutchins with the play. So 2nd and 11 now. Robertson again in the backfield. This time it looks like he will throw. They try to spin off Blackwell, but Cole Wilson can't get around him. So now 3rd and 7 after the short catch. And we're going to have a guy go in motion. They bring him back into the backfield and then send him out to the left side. And we break it up. Amari Jackson with the great coverage on Josh Cameron. And we are going to be getting a punt. Kind of crazy to think about the fact that we could tie the game up on this drive, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're taking over at the 15. Detrell is going to receive the carry here, and he breaks it all the way for 10. Turbo Richard in the backfield. He'll get this carry, and he'll get the first and a lot more. 1st and 10. That blocking was not good. I don't even know how we got 3. I like to keep the ball on the ground if at all possible, and I don't want to make any mistakes. That's really the goal here. Richard is eating on the ground. Another set of downs here, and Richard just keep moving forward. He's got 4. 2nd and 6. We're going to get that to Reed Harris. He hangs on for 3. Brings us to 3rd and 3. The corner just slips, and Lewis Bond gets us the first, and that'll be the final play before we head into the 4th quarter. Certainly a huge momentum shift. We were down 21-0, 21-3, something like that. We've run the ball very well. They were locking our pass down quite a bit, so we had to switch things up. But here we are, 1st and 10. We tried to throw that out, thought they didn't have anybody on Richard, but he comes and tackles him. It's now 2nd and 10 after no gain. And Lewis Bond breaks a tackle, and he's into the 20. 1st and 10. We're going to get that out. Lewis Bond runs an excellent route. Oh, I thought he got in. Still, though, great run and catch there. Takes us to the 1. And Turbo Richard, you already know he's vulturing that. He's in. On the 2-point conversion, we are going to run it. And how does he not get that? I felt like he got in. Oh, man, the ball was in his other hand. Yeah, he didn't get it. That really sucks. I know you probably shouldn't run it for a 2-point conversion. I felt like we had all the momentum in the world to do that and for it to work. It obviously didn't. And, Baylor still got a lead. Baylor got the ball back. And 1st and 10, they're going to pass it. They're going to dump it off underneath. The halfback gets the first. That was their boy Scraggs that I was hyping up in the preview. And they're going to run it here. and will deck him in the backfield for a loss of 1. KP Price has made some incredible TFLs today, and that was very much needed. They get a lot of run back. A lot of yards back on the run. That's what I was trying to say. Max Tucker on the corner blitz is coming hot, and oh no, that is not good. Nobody around him. Davis, the only one, but it's too late. Robertson waited in the pocket, and he found him. They break 1 tackle, and that's history. So now a 9-point lead with 6.5 to go. We know what we need, though. We need a touchdown, we need an onside kick, and then a field goal to win. It also depends a little on how quickly we score. Because if we score in the next, 2 minutes, obviously we don't need as much help there. Jaden Skeet is the help that we need. He gets us all the way to midfield. It's now 1st and 10. They're super pressed up. But Reed Harris is all alone, and he makes the catch. He's gone! Reed Harris! We just threw it up to him, and he makes an insane grab. What is happening? That was absolutely ridiculous. I didn't know Reed Harris was that jump ball threat, but yeah, we definitely don't need to throw the onside kick out. We just match touchdowns with him. All we need is a stop. Now 5.5 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10. They are wide open. I don't know what that coverage was, but Robinson picked it apart. 1st and 10. They are motioning all around, and Blackwell is stuck on a guy. So, yeah, they're going to get a free touchdown off of this. How sick is that? So cool! Well, our sick play is immediately undone, and we're right back in the same boat that we were in previously. Oh, that is so brutal, because we had it covered, too. Blackwell just couldn't get there. He got stuck. 1st and 10, we move in Harris in motion, and sacked before we could do anything. 2nd and 17. They are kind of pressed up on everybody. Grayson James is just going to have to slide. 3rd and 11. Skeet's got him. We just didn't have any time to throw, and they are going to ask us to go for it. So there's no real belief in this team here. Oh, my God, we had no time to throw. That is probably the game. Unless they do something really, really dumb here, I don't think that is possible. Now it's 2nd and 6. I'm cool letting them run out the game. You know, I really don't feel like there's any hope. They're going to go to the flat and get the first. After this play, they should be able to run it down to the 2-minute timeout. And, oh, man, they won't even have to if they get into the end zone. And that does take us to the 2-minute timeout. Down 9, and they are in the red zone. It is not good, but Jalen Blackwell wraps him up. 3rd and goal now. Blackwell trying to get up the middle on him. They just get the touchdown. It doesn't matter. They're going for the 2-point just to rub it in, I guess. I don't know why. Cool. Probably could have picked that off if I held the button, but it doesn't matter. Our season is obviously over. I do think that Baylor was a very formidable opponent. Ultimately, we just didn't have what we needed to win. I think we had an insane run. Insane run to the chip this year. 2 playoff wins is nothing to be upset about at all. We're going to stat pad a little here, just get some good runs going. I mean, hey, if they're going to keep leaving the field open like that, we'll keep getting back to the line and running it. No reason not to. 30 seconds left, just kind of letting it go out. Terrible throw there for Bond. Alrighty, back to the little run plays. We're doing good, man. I mean, they're really just giving it wide open to us. Probably because the game is completely over or something, but we're going to let Grayson James get some running in himself, and that should be the final play here. We lose in the semifinals, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, 43-26, but an incredible run nonetheless from the Boston College Eagles. This is a game we could have gone out sad. They stat padded at the end, made it look a lot worse than it was. We were in this game the whole time. Maybe not the whole time, but in the third quarter, we marched our way back into it. Sawyer Robertson, 300 yards almost, 5 touchdowns, all on 23 passes. He completed 19 of them. Pretty crazy numbers there. Pendergrass got hurt in this game. He was rushing all over us. The receiving attack was pretty balanced. Wilson, Cameron, Scraggs even. He had that one play where Blackwell got stuck. As for our team, Grayson James, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. I feel like this was a realistic Grayson James game. 65% completion percentage. You know, playing the number 1 team in the nation. He wasn't horrible. Turbo Richard was phenomenal. A lot of that stat padding at the end. But you know what, man? He ran the ball well all game. Jordan McDonald only got the 1 carry. And it does suck, you know. That's his last season. He is obviously graduating. But his body just couldn't hold up. We ran him down the whole season. So we're definitely going to have to make sure to give more touches to our secondary backs, just to rest our starters. In the receiving game, Lewis Bond was great. Everybody else was pretty good too. Detrell had some catches. Skeet had some catches. Reed Harris had the phenomenal touchdown grab. Really turned that momentum back in that game. And Reed Harris is somebody that's going to be around for a while. He's a sophomore. So unless he transfers, we should have him. But that's going to be it. Our season is now over. It ended a lot later than I was expecting it to. I will be honest. We're going to move forward, and we will just see who is in the national championship. Jalen Blackwell wins ACC Defensive Player of the Week. Not too impressive considering, he was the national player as well. Turbo Richard, Offensive Player of the Week for the ACC. And national championship, obviously Baylor, but also Penn State. We will move ahead one more week just to get to the off season, and we level up big time. Lots of those grades are changing. Not sure why our athletic facilities would go down, but coach prestige, coach stability is up. Conference prestige is down to an A-. Still a pretty good grade. Not sure why FBS Independence is an A+, but whatever. All right, let's click the history update. Baylor loses 35-17 to Penn State in the NATTY. We are going to have to put some points into the linebackers just because I know we're losing Jalen Blackwell. I want the linebackers to develop. I think I use them the most, and they're the ones that help over the middle in the passing game. That's really what matters. In the next episode, we're going to do the whole off season. We'll upgrade all of the players ourselves, not randomized training points and whatnot. Like I said, all that's going to be in the next episode, and I will see you all there. Until then, take care.